Hello everyone and welcome back. We got another little video of Dungeons of Chaos today. Now we are sitting here looking at the monster list in the WordPress blog wiki. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to run through as many of these as possible for chapter 1. And then I'm going to do another video for chapter 2. Now, this is a major part of the achievements. She has to defeat so many species to be able to unlock 2 of the achievements to get the Bloodlust feat unlocked. And so we're going to start that off fairly simple. Now, these are kind of in an odd order. I'm going to try to hit these kind of as they come. Kind of the way you would go as the story progresses through chapter 1. When you're in a certain area, we can make sure we hit those and everything. So we'll go ahead and jump into game here. And I got a party just for this. And I spent a little bit of time pretty much grinding as many spiders and rats as possible. So it wasn't out getting enemies it's not going to be on video. So we're all in the 20s with this. Semi-geared out, not that I go into specifics, but pretty much we killed a whole bunch of rats and a whole bunch of spiders. Down to the point where the rats, they always kind of give you that 2 experience points. Spiders, they normally start out at about 20, and they go down from there to where they're giving us only 2 from now. And of course the strange rats. So there's 3 species off of that list so far. So we can immediately come out of the cave, and we're going to go right down south of here to the spider cavern. And of course, with this video, a lot of times if there's going to be a whole heap of traveling or just trying to get somewhere, I'll of course save you guys the boring part, and I'll do a jump cut, walk to where it needs to be, and then show the species and how we got there. This team has pretty much been auto combat, nothing extraordinarily special. Pretty much leveled out. See if I can't scoot around these guys. Yeah, I'm going to have to take them. Magic lore is learned, and then I sunk a lot of points into military training for the fighter. He's got a big, he's got a sky slicer actually found in the big smithy or big stash in Eichberth. Got a hammer on the barbarian. Rogue's running a bow that has some undead damage on it. And everybody else is just kind of mundane gear. Stat point wise, got everybody to where they could use their equipment. Fighter is pretty much just balanced on stats. The barbarian, since they have, I went with my normal leveling for the barbarian. Yeah, he normally gets the strength from his level rotation, and I just sink everything in the decks from there. Mage and the druid, they're running with lightning and magic missile respectively. And of course the monk down there, he's doing nothing but healing. He's just kind of like that little bump in the log that's not doing anything. Alright, so once we're in the spider cavern, there are 2 spots for giant spiders to spawn. One is over here and the other one is up top. Now we don't have a giant spider spawn there, so let's head up top, see if we can't catch him. And of course, there's always the possibility of catching them during the Zol spider fights. You know, Zol the Terrible, which we will do with this also. You notice the spiders are only giving us 2 experience because we overkilled them. Alright, so here's the other spot for the giant spider spawner. And so we'll run right back down here. And it looks like we have 1 spawn. Nope. See if we can't get far enough away and make that guy spawn. Well, crud. When we want him to be there, he's not there. Maybe we can catch him on the way out. Not trying to spend too much time on this. Let's go ahead and take the Zol fight. Might have to rest just a little bit. Skills reset, but we want to heal. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that fight. Basically just going to mark Zol, let our other fighters just kind of do their thing. So what happens when you're over leveled, and we're on easy right now. Things go squish really easily. Alright, so that's 1 species out. That's the Zol fight. Let's come up here, see if we can't get a giant spider. You know them when you see them because they're big and fat and brown. There he is. Okay, so there's the, I was saying giant spider, he's huge spider. Fairly easy, he squishes nice and easy. Alright, so there's the rats, the strange rat, the regular spider, the huge spider, and Zol the Terrible. Those are the 5 species that we have thus far. I'm going to jump cut here. I'm going to run over to the tomb and take out some skeletons. Okay, so we're over here at the tomb. Now you see we got a little skeleton down here at the very bottom. Yeah, we notice a bunch of skeletons. We're not to worry too much about him because we're going to take some skeletons once we get in here. And of course, we're not to do what the tomb commands us to do if die. We're there to survive and wreak some havoc here. Alright, so this is going to be the skeleton warriors and the undead wizard. Now, if we're lucky, the undead wizard will actually summon some zombies once we're in here. As long as we don't kill him too fast. Which, you know, we actually might. Okay, so that went rather quickly. And of course, it does help that we are slightly over leveled, but there's the skeleton warriors, spiders, huge spider, Zol the Terrible, undead wizard, and the strange rat. Now, while we're also in here, we can venture a little bit further. Oh, come on, get off that chest. It's not loot time, it's kill time. There are ghosts down here in the tomb, which we will kill one of those eventually. But we're going to get down here a little bit further first. Alright, there's one right there. There's two of them. Might have to take two of them. Ghosts! Yay! And another one bites the dust. Alright, ghosts are down. And as we continue a little bit further, we'll jump down these stairs. And of course, we're going to run directly into some specters. So it'll be a handful of them. Once we kill this batch, I'm going to do a jump cut because this will be a couple minutes probably to get through these specters, which are fairly ridiculous. Alright. That bow that my rogue has is excellent. Locked out when reloading the stash in Eichberg, and ended up with it's a low damage bow. It's like 10 to 120, which is regular damage bow, but it's of the heavens. So it's like 400% undead damage. Complete luck. And I blew way too much money on it. Farming all those spiders, they don't really carry gear, but they drop a lot of rings and amulets. Just kind of the default gear for things that cannot carry normal equipment. They don't have arms and legs and hands and stuff like that. So they get a lot of jewelry. Sold a whole bunch of them. Got right at about 2 million gold, and then just kind of spent it gearing the guys out. And that thing was that bow was fairly expensive. It was almost 400,000 on that. So there are things to spend gold on early on, but really everything that you need in the game you'll find. See, it wasn't too bad going through there. Now, you do have a chance to have a bloated zombie spawn right around this water area. It's not that big of an issue to take them now. If they spawn, that's good. But if they don't, there's several other places to get them. When we come out of the tomb, I'll actually go through that area and show you. It's kind of it's an odd spawner situation with the daylight settings. I think that should be enough. Skills reset. So when we come out of the tomb, we'll go after that one next. The next species that we are going to kill that is right here in the area is the shadow beasts, or are the shadow beasts. And if I can find my path here. We will run into one as soon as we come up here. There he is. I might have to back down a little bit there. We'll take him out. Of course, he doesn't like fire, but we're not using fire. We're using lightning and magic. And if you noticed, lightning has a chance to paralyze its victims. If you didn't know that already, it does really good at that. Okay, so once we have the shadow beast, we're going to run up here and kind of jaunt to the west, and we're going to go kill a worm before heading back out. Ta-da! That little entrance should be right around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, I am going to rest up for this because the worms are quite difficult. Even at this level, they'll probably put a whooping on somebody. I'm going to make sure I have enough mana in case my druid needs to break off and start healing. It should be a fairly easy fight once we get into melee range. My fighter and my barbarian to put a whoop on him. If I'm paying attention right, I think I passed the spawner. Nope, haven't even made it there yet. Yeah, this the vast caves down here is kind of off the beaten path, but the worms, there's one spawner that has a chance of respawning and coming back once you're a ways away from them. And so you can semi-farm worms, but they're difficult, but the reward from the experience, the gold, and especially the equipment, if you kill off all the worms, you should have a decent set of equipment to either sell off or to equip. I mean, the value for these guys are pretty good, especially for Chapter 1. Alright. Yep, there he goes. We got him stun locked with that big hammer from my berserker. Or not berserker, barbarian. There we go. So, see, almost, over 2,000 gold, and of course the items are pretty good. But that is the worms. So far, we have the rat. Actually, let's just pull up the foes list. We have giant rats, skeleton warriors, spiders, huge spiders, Zold the Terrible, ghost, undead wizard, strange rats, specter, shadow beast, and worms. So I'm gonna save you guys the boring part of me running out of this cavern because it's a long walk back. And the shadow beasts have respawned and the specters have respawned. So I'm going to jump cut here and get up to the surface and we'll go get those bloated zombies. Okay, we're actually kind of topside. We're in the tomb. I ran into a pack of skeletons and we did not have skeletons on the list just yet. We had skeleton warriors, so we will knock them out just right now. Real simple, easy peasy. Our rogue is doing the majority of the damage there. Good lord. So he is taken care of. So now, that's going to leave us one more. See, skeleton warrior. There is a difference. Okay, so we're topside. What we need to do is we need to change our daylight settings. Let's go normal. Alright, so it is dark out, and if we can get up out of here, it is daylight. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang out right down here. And we're going to rest. Let's go until sunrise, but we're going to rest until it actually starts to get dark. This is going to be almost a full day. As soon as we start seeing the light shrink, we're going to come off. There we go. It is night. And then we're going to just walk up here. And we are right here in this little swampy area. We actually might need to use a little bit of light. Come over here to the river. And we should be able to get a zombie to spawn. Because the bloated zombies are supposed to be right here in this river. And they are not wanting to spawn for us. So while we are waiting for the next daylight cycle, let's go up here and kill some wolves. While we are at Eichberth, right next to it, of course, you got the wolves that will get here. But let's take 2 birds with 1 stone, or at least 2 species with an encounter here. We're really to come over here to this angry tree. Now, you see an angry, evil tree. Now you really got to wonder, what has gone on to really make this tree so pissed off? Did Dorothy steal all his apples? Did Bob Ross not painted it in the right spot? We just don't know. But we do know that we're going to have an angry tree and wolves added to our species list. There we go. Now that should be just in time. There we go. It is nightfall. Let's see if we can't get a zombie to appear. Let's go ahead and we're going to flip this to a long day. Yeah, let's come back up here. Still no zombie. I'll tell you what, we got a couple of other places to venture to get these to spawn. Not that I rest. But what I'm going to do is we are sitting at about 22 minutes on this video. And so we have 14 foes vanquished so far. That is the wolf, giant rat, skeleton, skeleton warrior, spider, huge spider, Zol the Terrible, ghosts, undead wizard, strange rat, the angry tree, specters, shadow beast, and the worm. That is a good start to chapter 1 species. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close off this video real quick for you guys, get this uploaded, and we'll continue on killing the chapter 1 species right here where we took off. Alright, thanks guys, hope this really helps. Have fun.